Hey, check this. My boy K-Dot is coming off a history-making Grammy night last night. You dig? So, we about to react to this one from the channel Rapaholics. Make sure you give them a like and subscribe. Alright? I've been telling y'all for the longest, yo. Kendrick is that dude. Let's get it. Let's get into it, man. Enough talking.
The Grammy for Best Music Video goes to Kendrick Lamar, Not Like Us. And the Grammy for Record of the Year should go to Drake Family Matters because he fulfilled a prophecy with that song. The one thing he said throughout the entire beef that actually aged well was, and Drake is probably in some lavish Airbnb in Australia right now, cooped up, snuggling with Baka under a blanket, tears rushing down his face as he realized that the biggest diss track in history, which has had the entire world chanting that Drake is a certified 𝐬𝐻𝐫𝐫𝐢 PDF file, striking A minors, a song that broke all of Drake's streaming records, a song that is about to get played on the Super Bowl stage in front of hundreds of millions of people, a diss song that has become so big, so damaging and detrimental to the biggest pop star of our generation's career that it broke the record of becoming the first diss song to ever catch a lawsuit. A diss song that allowed Kendrick Lamar to unify his entire city on stage in Inglewood at a show that generated hundreds of thousands of dollars for local LA businesses. Nonetheless, it's fair to say that Drake lines like "Get More Love in the City That You From" or "Numbers Wise I'm Out of Here, You're Not Keeping Up" aged horribly, but the one line that mattered in Family Matters that aged like the finest of wines was none other than Because tonight, Kendrick Lamar not only swept up every award in the rap category with Not Like Us, but Not Like Us becomes the most awarded rap song in the Grammys history and breaks the record of being the first hip-hop song to ever win Song of the Year at the Grammys.
Long as you heard that. He got the stamp.
While Drake is out here breaking records for being the first rapper to ever file a lawsuit over a diss song, Kendrick Lamar has only used that diss song to push the boundaries in hip-hop, unifying his city, pushing positivity, and breaking some of the most prestigious records in music history. Now we're going to break down everything that went down at the Grammys, Kendrick's acceptance speech, everyone who was chanting A minor as he went up to accept his awards, because there was a lot of them, alright? There was a lot of them. Drake was not lying. The one other bar that aged well was that this was definitely a 20v1. I don't know what Drake did to piss off the industry, but that lawsuit against UMG has really left him stranded in Australia.
It's a 20v1 because everybody that he has worked with, Drake, he's one of those kind of people that talk shit about people when they with certain people, and then when they get around other people, they find out that he said something about them too. That's why it became that.
Against the whole music industry, because that entire Grammys building was singing Not Like Us louder than they were singing it at the pop-out concert. You thought a defamation lawsuit would stop the Grammys from playing "Hey Drake, I Hear You Like 'Em Young" or certified PDF files or A minor on national television? Then you thought absolutely wrong. But honestly, this is not about Drake. This is about the boundaries that Kendrick just broke for hip-hop music. This is a historic night. This is honestly, in my opinion, the first time that the Grammys almost got everything right. They even got the biggest R&B singer in the world right now to stop boycotting them and put on a performance tonight, which we will touch on later. But I want to emphasize to you guys why this is so important for hip-hop and how Kendrick just sparked a massive change in the way the Grammys operate and really just the entire direction of where the culture is currently headed and the artistry that we will value from this point forward. If you're wondering for a second why it's so incredibly monumental that Kendrick just won both record and Song of the Year in the main categories for not just a hip-hop song, but a diss song nonetheless, when everyone thought that the future of diss songs and rap battles could potentially be compromised by the defamation lawsuit that Drake just filed, then I want to emphasize to you why it is such an achievement to win in one of these main categories. Since the inception of hip-hop and the Grammys, only one other hip-hop song has ever won in the main categories, and that was "This Is America" in 2019 by 𝐿 Gambino for Record of the Year. No song has ever won Song of the Year, and let's look at the very few times that the Grammys ever even nominated hip-hop songs in these main categories, and let's see who they lost to. All the way back in 1990, MC Hammer was nominated for "You Can't Touch This." Record of the Year, he lost to Phil Collins' "Another Day in Paradise." In 1996, they skipped over some of the most amazing hip-hop songs we've ever gotten, from legends like Tupac, Jay-Z, Nas, Biggie, Snoop Dogg, Ice Cube, Dr. Dre. The list goes on, but in 96, they did nominate Coolio for his song "Gangsta's Paradise" for Record of the Year, but that, of course, did lose to Eric Clapton's "Change the World." In 1999, they nominated Lauryn Hill for Doo-Wop for Record of the Year. That lost to Celine Dion's My Heart Will Go On. In 2001, Eminem was nominated for Record of the Year with The Real Slim Shady. He lost to U2's Beautiful Day. Outkast was also nominated in that category for Hey Ya. They also lost. In 2002, Outkast again was nominated for Miss Jackson for Record of the Year. Simultaneously becomes the most awarded rap song at the Grammys in history, as it won in every single category it was nominated in. Best Music Video, Best Rap Song and Performance, and of course both Record and Song of the Year. Kendrick now also makes history, becoming the second most awarded artist at the Grammys. Sorry, second most awarded hip-hop artist. Because with the 5 awards he took home tonight, he now has a total of 22 Grammys. He's only behind both Kanye West and Jay-Z, who have a total of both 24 awards each. But if you...
I'm going to tell you like this. I saw this coming 10 years ago. I knew this was going to happen. And all it took was for Drake to give him a reason. That's all it took. I knew it was gonna happen. If you have been following Kendrick since Section 80, which I have, because you know I wasn't privy to his music until like 2011, 2010 or 2010. You could already tell, you know what I'm saying? Like he's different, and he has a wealth base of knowledge that a lot of other rappers don't have. His bar is up here, where most of them is subpar. You know what I mean? So it ain't no surprise to me.
If you think for a second he's not going to surpass them next year, then you are sorely mistaken, because GNX was released in November. The cutoff date for albums that could be nominated for Grammys was in August, so GNX will only be able to be nominated for next year's Grammys. I have no doubt Kendrick will collect more than 2 awards next year, which will make him the most awarded hip-hop artist in Grammys history. And if you guys have been keeping up with the channel, then I kindly ask you to smash the like button, because we have been on point with the predictions for the Grammys within the Rapaholics community. I told you guys weeks ago, Not Like Us was about to win Record of the Year. It was about to win every award in the rap category. I said 𝐷𝐽 would likely win Best Rap Album of the Year, but I gotta be honest, I did not expect a clean sweep like this. I thought, yeah, he might win Record of the Year, but not both Record and Song of the Year. That is absolutely insane.
I mean, he completely dominated the radios ever since the shit dropped. Like, it ain't... Maybe I'm a blasphemous supporter fan, right? But I already knew, like I said, this was going to go down. Now, did I have a feeling it was going to happen this year? This Grammy? No. The following, yes. But once that locomotive gets started, bro, you can't stop it. You know?
I don't think the Grammys usually do that, where they give the same song both Song and Record of the Year. It just shows the impact, the cultural significance that Not Like Us has had over 2024, and what it will continue to do in 2025 and way beyond. And Kendrick made that known in his speech, or speeches, should I say. They had to get that boy up there a couple times. They weren't done giving him awards until the night was done. They were battling over who's Prince, who's Michael Jackson. Kendrick Lamar, I'm sorry, Drake, he is both. At this point, you gotta...
That also goes, you know, I'm not gonna play this whole video because he got 31 minutes of video, right? But that also goes to show you, like people could really see the authenticity in this artist versus the other artist. I started rocking with Kendrick because I knew how real he was. I stopped rocking with Drake because I seen how fake he was. You know, people are attracted to, and not on those, you know what I mean? People normally put their focus on whoever they can relate to the most. Shit like that. So... it's only so long before the veil gonna get pulled back on you, and that's what happened, you know. And especially when you got somebody that's pretending versus somebody that's real, it's only so long before, you know what I'm saying, them two worlds gonna clash, and the real always gonna stand out. It's just up until this point, ain't nobody been able to touch Aubrey. Ain't nobody been able to touch Aubrey because of his status and how much power he had over the industry, and then the little background politics he was doing. But Kendrick got the Thanos rings, yo.
just sue the Grammys. That's all you could do. Because this just solidified Not Like Us as possibly the greatest hip-hop diss record of all time. Oh, and just another crazy stat before we jump into, you know, the whole Grammys breakdown, everything Kendrick said during his speeches, etc. The glazing isn't done. Another record that Kendrick Lamar has broken is he's become the only male rapper in history to win 5 Grammys in a single night. The craziest part is he's done this 3 different times. After the release of To Pimp a Butterfly, he won 5 awards at the Grammys in 2016.
My favorite album.
After the release of Damn in 2017, he won 5 awards at the 2018 Grammys. And now, after the release of Not Like Us, he has won 5 awards at the 2025 Grammys, all for that one song. So how many stocks does he really have in stock? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, plus you know the rest. And I think the most poetic part of this entire night is the fact that the presenter of Song of the Year at the Grammys, the woman who handed Kendrick Lamar his award for Not Like Us, was none other than the legendary Diana Ross, who starred in the movie The Wiz, the same movie that Kendrick Lamar sampled in Euphoria, the first line of the first diss track he released to kick off this battle, where Richard Pryor said, "Everything they said about me is true, I'm a phony."
Phony? You're nothing but a phony.
Everything they say about me is true, I'm a phony.
Hey, I'm gonna let y'all go. I'm gonna leave the link to this video below so y'all can go and watch the whole thing and like and subscribe to his channel. But this ain't a surprise to real Kendrick fans, bro. We've been seeing this, we've been telling people this, and y'all Drake fans just couldn't see it. How you couldn't see it mind boggles me to this day, but this ain't no surprise. Go back and listen to all the Kendrick albums. Crazy part is every single one of them connects to Section 80, man. You gotta go and check out his discography. How you say it? You gotta go check out his music catalog, man. Like, for those of you that's just now getting on to rocking with him, you done missed a lot. You gotta go back and check out the rest of that shit. Yeah, I'm gonna leave y'all with that for today. You know, like my shit, subscribe to the channel, and I'm gonna make sure I see y'all in the next one. Like I said, link to this channel is gonna be below. See y'all in the next one.